Hey, happy Halloween, everyone. It's me, Captain Crunch. Just wanted to wish you all a very happy Halloween today. I hope everyone's all gets good candy and has a lot of fun and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to do sort of a triple movie review. We gotta do 3 movie reviews in one tonight. First up, we have R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour from 2007. Now, when this movie came out, I was actually not allowed to watch it because my mom, anything with R.L. Stine, my mom hated. And I didn't watch it actually until like maybe 15 years later. Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's about this girl named Cassie, who's played by Emily Osment, who actually does a really good goth. And she has this little brother that, you know, she takes on Halloween. And she gets a book from this store owner, who's actually played by Tobin Bell from the Saw series. And she gets this book, and she accidentally says this, what you're not supposed to say in the book, and all this chaos happens. It was pretty short. It was like maybe, you know, how long was this thing? Hour and 27 minutes. That's not too short, I should guess, but I remember when this aired on Cartoon Network, and I really wanted to watch it. And it's pretty good for what it is. I highly recommend it to watch at least once. Like, yeah, it's definitely Goosebumps-y for sure. Like, especially some of the what you call it, the budget. But I think with that being said, they did a really good job. So yeah, I definitely recommend this movie. It's definitely gonna be one I watch every year for sure. And Cody Lindley, you know, from Hannah Montana, he's also in this movie as well. I'm sure you could still find a copy of this. Like, I got it for like dirt cheap at a video store. Next up is a movie that I watch basically every year. For the past 4 years, I've watched it like every year. And it's not the greatest movie ever made, but I still enjoy it. You know, but anyway, it's Biker Zombies from Detroit. And when I saw that cover, had to get it. But it's about this guy named, what's his name? His name's Seth? Oh no, Ken. And he's like a... Man, my mustache is kind of... trying not to stick on. Anyway, it's about this guy named Ken who, you know, goes into this new neighborhood. It's, oh, by the way, this movie was all shot on videotape, mini DV footage. And she meets this girl, and they have a long talk and stuff. But there's these bikers, zombies, who come in the neighborhood who are like possessed and stuff. It all takes place in Detroit, as you could probably tell. The acting in it is very, like, you know, it's not the greatest, but there's just something about like this came out in 2001, by the way. There's just something about like early 2000s shot on video movies that I just absolutely love. And even though it's not the greatest movie, it's like an hour, 90 minutes, I still enjoy this movie, and for some reason I just keep going back to it. I don't know why. Like, some people may not enjoy this, and I understand, it's cheap, but I just like the style of it, and there are some pretty memorable moments in it, and it's got this new metal band, which I really like, called 60 Station Wagons of Kung Fu Fury. Good name. So, man. So yeah, I do recommend this movie. You can find it dirt cheap. I don't recommend getting the VHS because people want way too much for it, I think. There's really no difference. And probably my favorite movie of the... this is my favorite movie of the bunch. This is Ginger Snaps. This is a Canadian horror movie from the year 2000. It's about this girl, two sisters, Bridget and Ginger, who are kind of like outcast in their school, and one day Ginger gets bitten by a werewolf, and all sorts of weird stuff happens. Like, she sort of starts to become a werewolf, and Bridget doesn't know why, and all this weird stuff happens. People get killed. I'm surprised not a lot of people really remember this movie. And it's a shame too, because it's such a good movie. Came out in, yeah, like I said, 2000. Yeah, 2000. And really didn't come out in home video or theaters in America. It really only came out in video only in America. There were two sequels that I still have yet to see, but I heard they're actually not as good as the first one, but they're still pretty decent. So I got this Blu-ray. This is from Scream Factory, which they always put out quality, well, for the most part. And I got this at FYE, so I highly recommend you get this copy of the movie. Really good quality. It's like from the original negatives. Excuse me, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, I highly recommend Ginger Snaps. Anyway, that was my Halloween video this year. Hope everyone has a great Halloween this year. Get lots of candy, lots of, has a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a happy Halloween. And remember, eat Captain Crunch, it's good for your health.